Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we are starting our sixth grade project, My Travel Journal. Everyone has a handout. This is my second period class. Say hi. Hi. Nice job. All right, so we're starting off with our project here. Make sure you put your name and put your class period. In this class, you're going to put period 2. So write your first, your last name, and put period 2 on the front. Later on, you'll have time that you can decorate the front cover, but we aren't going to have time today. Most of you, I don't think you'll have time. Are we ready? So, name. Okay, so let's open our journal destination. And there's a link to this in the Google Classroom for you to click on in case you lose yours or you forget to bring it home and you want to do a section of it, because I will be signing a section every night, a page or two of what I would like for you to do. You can always do it at home because there's a link to this in the Google Classroom. So today, the first thing we're going to do is choose a destination. It says your family has narrowed down the final destination of your road trip to 4 choices. Write down, we're going to change it to 2. Let's make that the word 2 choices. Write down 2 places you would like to visit. Then do some research and complete the information boxes for each of the 2. We're not doing 4 places. That would take way too long. At the bottom of the page, choose one of the 2 locations as the final destination of your family's road trip and write it on the sign. Okay, so right now you can use your Chromebooks to find 2 places you would like to go. Answer these questions. Do not do the hotel destinations yet. We're going to do a worksheet to help us understand what to do in that section. So right now, 2 locations of places you would like to take a road trip. Maybe it's Florida, you want to go to the beach. Maybe you want to go to the Grand Canyon. Maybe you want to go on a dinosaur dig. There are all different types. California, all different types, but you are not flying. It's a road trip. Road trip means you're going to go in a vehicle, a car, a van, and you're driving there. It's Mrs. Robertson, and I'm back again. In class, we have been filling the information out here for each location. At home, you can do the same thing. A lot of students have chosen Orlando or Miami. I've seen Atlanta, Georgia, LA. Let's see. What city did you put for the Smoky Mountains? Yeah. Tennessee. Maybe Knoxville, Tennessee. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I know that's where the Smoky Mountains are. Let's see. Any other main choices that I missed? I think I got most of them. Daytona Beach, that was another one. So those are some of the destinations we've been talking about. Now, I want you to go in your packet, and you are going to go towards, it's on the last page. It says choosing a motel. So today we're going to focus on choosing a motel, and we're going to look at this worksheet to see what it has to offer. So we have to think about this, so when we go back to the other page, you'll have a better idea of what to look for. Are we ready? It says, when traveling on your road trip, you will need to decide what motels you will stay in based on your interests and budget. The chart below shows information about 4 hotels. Using the information below, answer the questions. So we have the Alpine Retreat Lodge, the Cityscape Grand Hotel, Ocean Breeze Resort, and the Tranquil Oasis Resort and Spa. So it goes into detail. It tells you the price. It tells you what's included. And then below it are 5 questions. I want you to read through this carefully. And then we're going to discuss the 5 questions below. I'm going to put it on pause now, and you can read through it carefully. Answer the 5 questions, and then we'll discuss your answers. We're back, and we are going to discuss our findings from this page. Number 1, if a family stays at Ocean Breeze Resort for 3 nights, how much will they pay in total? Okay, what do we do to get the answer for this problem? Volunteers? Multiply, right. You're going to take 150 times 3, and what do you get for your answer? Anthony, what did you get? $450. Okay. Ocean Breeze is sort of in the middle of the price range. $450 for 3 nights. If a group of friends plans to stay at Alpine Retreat Lodge for 5 nights, what will be the total cost of their stay? Alpine Retreat. What do I do to get the answer for this one? Zoe, what do I do to get the answer for number 2?
Multiply 5 by the cost.
And what did you get when you take 5 times 120? $600. All right. Now, kids, when you look at a hotel that you want to stay at, what are some of the things that you want in the hotel that you're going to stay at? What's one of the top things that you really want to have at this hotel? Name me one. In the hotel. If you're going to stay at this hotel, what's something you want to say? Hey, I'm not staying at a hotel unless it has a pool. How many of you like a pool in the summertime? Okay. All right. Anything else that you look for when you are staying at a hotel? Yes. So you're looking for food. Maybe it's breakfast. Did they have more than breakfast? They had multiple meals. So the food, do they have a free breakfast? Do you have to pay for it? What's included in the breakfast? Is it a continental breakfast where it's just bagels and yogurt, or do they have those good waffles and other things that you like? Okay, so some things you like, you want to think about when you find your hotel. Anything else? Oh, this is the number 1 thing, kids. Cleanliness. I will tell you, when you go in the room, this is important. You make sure it's clean. I check the pillows. Kids, you can go in there, just don't bring all your stuff in. Before you take your stuff, you check to make sure there are no bugs under your pillows. I've seen them. You make sure, look at the corners, make sure it's a clean room. You are paying money for this room. You don't want to just sleep in a room that's not clean. Yes. What? Housekeeping. We're going to have good housekeeping. Yes.
When I was staying at a hotel, I was at one of the hotels and I found like a cockroach in their room.
Yes, you gotta let them know. Oh, another thing. This has happened. You go to breakfast, check the dates on the milk. Oh, it's expired. Yes, and it's like, and you might drink it before you look at the expiration date. Do you want to be sick, have a tummy ache when you're on your trip? Oh, and the yogurts. Check the dates on the yogurt. Do you have a story, something to share?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when I go on the trip, am I over 21?
No, but you have to have someone over 21 with you to go on the trip. Okay. All right. Good information. So make sure it's clean. And if the room is not clean, you can tell them, do you have another choice? This room is not clean. Okay? Because you don't want to stay in a non-clean room. You want to make sure it's a clean place. Anything else? Okay. Kids, I have a feeling you are not on this page. Go to this page and we're grading it. Then we'll go back to the researching. I've not seen you smile that much ever in class. You're just having a grand time, I know. Okay. A guest stays one night at Cityscape Grand Hotel and also spends $65 at the rooftop restaurant and $50 at the fitness center. The fitness center was important to this person. How much money did she spend in all? So how much did this person spend? Who has the answer to question number 3? Brennan? And how did you get that? That's right. You added them all together. The Cityscape Grand, 180 plus 65 plus 50. And what did you say the answer was for that one again?
295.
Yep, you're right. $295. Number 4. A family stays at Ocean Breeze Resort for 7 nights. How much will they pay in total? The Ocean Breeze. What do we do to get the answer? Yes, Tegan. And what did you get? $1,050. So that's and $150 is a really good price, kids. On the ocean, you don't find rooms for $150. The zip line tour. How many of you have gone on a zip line? Anyone in here? I haven't done that yet. Not a really big one. What did you have fun?
Yeah, I want to go to
Oh, cool. Okay, so we have some pro zip liners in here. The zip line tour and spa costs $154 per person. Shh. A group of 3 friends stays 4 nights at the resort and each do the zip line tour. How much do they spend all together? Okay, 4 nights. Do each one of them have to get a hotel, or do you think they can all stay in the same hotel? Stay in the same hotel. So we're going to take 200 times 4. That's $800 for the hotel. Then we have 3 people. Is that for each person or is that for all 3? Oh, each person. So you're going to take 154 times 3, 462. So we add those 2 together. $1,262. Is that what you have for your answer? Thumbs up? Good. Okay, now let's go back to the one that I know you've all been working on. Now, kids, if you need more hotels and destinations, I have extras here if you want to research more for your hotels and destinations, because this is the research phase right now. You don't have to make your final choice yet. Today is a research. Here are a few more papers for you to use. Get some more. I'm going to walk around, see what you have written down. Does anyone need help finding websites to go to? Everyone's found hotel websites? Yeah. I gotta pause this real quick. Hotels and destinations. You write the name of the hotel. Now, the date of stay is important because some dates you have to pay more for the hotel room than others. And it depends on what's going on. In Indianapolis, when we were having the eclipse, you were paying a lot more for a hotel room for those couple nights than any other time because all the rooms were going to be busy and booked, so they charge more. So that's important to figure out what the date is. So this is still flexible because in your research you might discover the hotels are really expensive right then, but if I go this week, it's going to be a little cheaper. So you're going to research the dates. Now, one other thing I want you to think about. If you have a long trip, how many hours can you handle being in a car before you have to spend the night? Maybe your family's really good. You can travel 12 hours in a car without spending the night. You can go from Indianapolis to Panama City and spend the night. You don't have to spend the night. You can drive straight through. A lot of families, they can't do that. They get on each other's nerves. That's okay. You can spend the night. So you might have to look for where you're going to spend the night on your way to your destination. You have to determine this is only for one night. We're going to go through, maybe Atlanta, Georgia, spend the night there. And then you're going to go the rest of the way to Florida. You're going to spend 5 nights at Disney World. Then you're going to have to spend a night. Maybe you want to spend the night in Knoxville on your way back, or Nashville, Tennessee. That's another thing that you need to think about. Are you going to spend the night on your way down, or are you going to drive straight through? So think about that as you look up hotels for your trip. Okay?